And I kind of just expanded out from there, and I have a working seating chart. I have a feasible option for our seating plan. Good morning, guys. So another absolutely crazy day of running around all day long trying to get as much done as humanly possible. I just have a ton to get done. I'm not even gonna go over it all with you guys because honestly, I don't even know what all of it is. So I'm gonna have to sit down and kind of, again, write out another list. I never got to update my running wedding to-do list yesterday, so I'm gonna try and get to that first thing today and get that all done. I also want to set up my bullet journal because I haven't done that yet. But I think this week I am going to do a completely altered layout. I'm not going to do my normal layout because it's just too crazy for that. So I think I'm basically just going to kind of turn my weekly layout into two giant to-do lists, one for the wedding and one for everything else, and just kind of do things that way so that I have a place to kind of gather my thoughts and put down all the things I need to do, but I won't, waste my time on a layout that I'm going to be too busy to utilize to its fullest anyways. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today, and like I said, I have a ton that I have to get done today. I have lots of emails to send, I have lots of projects I have to work on, and yeah, but I just finished editing the vlog. I'm going to go clean up my kitchen because it's kind of a mess today, and have some lunch, and then get started on all the rest of the stuff I need to get done. So I am done washing the millions of dirty dishes that were in my kitchen that needed to be taken care of, and I also had some lunch. I had the last of the leftover pork teriyaki whatever meatballs that Melissa made for dinner the other night, and they were so good. I love leftover lunches. And now I am going to get my bullet journal set up like I was talking about, and I think I'm actually going to watch Pretty Neat Living's updated closet tour video that she just put up. I've been wanting her to do this video for what feels like years now, and I'm so excited to watch it. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so here's the setup that I ended up with for my bullet journal for this week, which I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I think it'll be perfect for this crazy week before my wedding. And so I kind of just did little flags up in the corners to indicate the dates of the, beginning and end of the week this week. And then, like I said, I'm just going to do two giant to-do lists, one for the wedding and one for everything else. And so yeah, I kind of just did a little fun kind of scripty title for either of those. And then down at the bottom, I still included two boxes, one for this week and one for next week, so I can put any appointments we have this week. This week we have Melissa's birthday tomorrow, and so that will definitely be marked down here. And then next week, obviously, we have some big things going on, like the wedding. And so yeah, I can put that in here so we can kind of keep track of everything coming up. And yeah, I really think this will be the perfect setup for my bullet journal this week, and I'm going to get started on filling out my to-do lists. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do now is move things back out to the living room because I kind of liked doing that with the seating chart floor plan the other day. So I'm going to bring my floor plan poster board back out to the living room, put Switched at Birth on the TV, and get started on basically writing everyone's names on one of these. I don't think I'm going to be able to really do a whole lot of actual seating chart work without Melissa because I want her input and her feedback, and you know what I mean, I can't really do that all by myself. So but what I can do without her is just actually write everyone's name on these post-it notes so that when Melissa and I do get a little bit to work on the seating chart, they'll be all ready to go and we won't have to waste time, writing these out. So that's what I'm gonna do, and yeah. Okay, so I'm really proud of myself. After I finished writing out everyone's names on a little post-it note flag thing, so I started off by writing everyone's names on it and just kind of sticking them down either side of the board because I color-coded. I did blue for anyone on Melissa's side of things, anyone her parents invited, her side of the family, and then pink for anyone my parents invited, my side of the family, those things, and then I did yellow for Melissa and my, our friends, basically, that we invited. So after I got all that done, I kind of just decided to start placing a couple, a few things here and there that, I was kind of confident about their placement, basically, like, you know, my parents, Melissa's parents, obviously they have to be at, you know, tables right next to the sweetheart table and stuff like that, and I kind of just expanded out from there, and I have a working seating chart. I have a feasible option for our seating plan on the first go, so I am really excited about that. I fit everyone into tables and, like, you know, appropriate groupings of people, and yeah, I am really excited about it. So now I just have to wait till Melissa actually just got home from work, but she ran right back out the door to go run. So when she gets back, she's going to look over the seating chart and kind of, you know, go over it with me, because obviously I don't know her side of things as well as I know my side. I mean, I know pretty much everyone that, like, you know, she invited, but she obviously just needs to, you know, okay everything too, and, you know, give her feedback and stuff, and let me know, you know, these people would be better to be over here, or, like, you know, whatever. So then after she okays it, then we are both individually going to send it to our parents to make sure that they okay it. And once it's kind of traveled through all of those different, you know, approval checkpoints, then we will have an official seating chart, and I'm really excited, and that will be really nice, because honestly, I was starting to get really nervous and to, like, really dread it, because, like, for the longest time, I didn't think the seating chart would be that big of a deal. I was like, whatever, like, we don't have any family feuds, we don't have any people that, like, fight, like, how hard can it be? That's not, you know, that's not gonna be an issue, whatever. But then, kind of getting further and further and further into the wedding planning process, I kind of, like, realized it's not about, like, you know, who can't sit at the same table as who. It's just more like, okay, so you have, you know, kind of groups of people, like, say, you know, my parents' friends who, like, are all friends together because, like, they know each other, they obviously have to sit together. So if you have a table of, say, you know, that can seat 6, and then you have, like, 7 friends in that group, then, like, you know, that's a problem, because then obviously you can't separate that one single friend to go sit at another table. Like, that type of thing is the major concern, I think, with setting up seating charts for weddings, and just making sure everyone sits with people that they're comfortable with at a table that's big enough or small enough or whatever. So yeah, so I was kind of starting to dread this process, being really nervous that I wasn't going to be able to successfully do that. But after, I don't know, basically just doing it on the first try, as far as I can tell, it's a pretty decent seating chart. I don't know, it wasn't as painful as I was expecting it to be, which I'm grateful for. So I think I'm going to take a little break, and I was watching a Switched at Birth episode, so I think I'm going to finish that, and while I'm doing that, it's not going to be a complete break, because, like, let's be honest, I don't have time for that. I'm going to continue to update that, never-ending, perpetual, is that the word we're looking for? The to-do list that just basically has, you know, my brain dump of things that needs to get done for the wedding. So I'm going to try and work on that while I'm finishing up my episode, and then hopefully by the time that's done, Melissa will be back from her run, and we can have some dinner. Hey guys, alright, so it's the next day again, and we didn't get a chance to end the vlog yesterday, so I kind of wanted to quickly wrap things up for you. Last night we just had some leftover spaghetti for dinner, and then watched a little bit of Friends, but mostly did a whole lot of wedding planning stuff that just needs to get done. Melissa went over the seating chart. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but she pretty much liked the whole thing. There was a couple, like, switches, like, really simple switches that she wanted to make, which were more than easy, and didn't, like, I was afraid that, like, you know, one change is gonna, like, require, like, messing everything up, but we managed to make all of her, like, requests work without, like, screwing anything up. So I'm really happy. We still have a working seating chart. I think she wanted to go over it one more time today, because she was kind of, like, you know, not rushing through it, but, like, she had just gotten back from her run and wanted to make dinner, and we were both really hungry, and so we were kind of just trying to quickly go over it, and then so we're gonna more seriously kind of go over it tonight. But yeah, then we were also kind of getting a list of things to order from Amazon, kind of like last minute wedding things. Not last minute wedding things, but just kind of smaller things I've gotten pushed to the end. Like, I need some, like, pretty colored pastel printer paper for the guest advice album to kind of fold it into envelopes, basically, for guests to stick the cards in, and I'm getting myself and all my bridesmaids those little, like, heel protectors, since it is an outdoor wedding, and while there is, like, a stone walkway that we will be on most of the time, there is, like, some times where we'll need to walk on grass. Like, for example, the bridesmaids will be lined up on grass during the ceremony, and just Melissa and I will be on the, like, stone walkway. So yeah, I wanted to get all of us those, like, little heel protectors so that, you know, we didn't, like, sink into the grass. And yeah, just a couple other, like, small random things like that, and so we were kind of picking all that out. The heel protectors, I'm not gonna lie, are freaking killing me, and I can't figure out which ones to order, because, like, apparently they come in different size heels, which, like, I didn't really think about before, but honestly now that, like, I know that they do, it kind of makes sense that they do, because there's different size heels, and so the little thing has to pretty much be exactly the size of the heel, so it's, you know, not too small, and you can still get it on, but it's also not too big, and it doesn't slip off right away. So I know the width of our heels. I'm just trying to figure out, it's just really hard finding the right one to order, and it's like way more complicated than this needs to be. So yeah, that was kind of my frustration of last night, and hopefully I can get that figured out today. Other than that, yeah, I mean, we just, like I said, did a whole bunch of wedding stuff. I officially booked my hair person, so I have a hair and makeup person, so that issue is resolved, and I'm really happy about that. And yeah, so I am going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to follow along. We would love to have you around here, and I will see you tomorrow/today. Good night.